All right, welcome back, everybody. Live at Drew's house, back in studio here in Newburyport. Hope everybody is doing well. Happy holidays. Boy, they are coming quickly. I've done no shopping, but that's okay. I always do it to the end. Leave it to the end. Sarah Blackstone producing today. Tyler Neufeld, Caleb Noble, Sarah Hayden, the whole crew's on hand. And we have one of my favorite guests, a man who's been on the show several times. We always say when we get these return guests back, it's because we like you and, you know, you're good and all that stuff and entertaining. Alex Anthony in the house. How are you, sir?
I am great. How are you doing?
Welcome back to the show. I'm going to turn you up a little bit.
Thank you.
You got a soft speaking voice. As powerful a singing voice you have,
Right.
You have a soft speaking voice. So, yeah, I've seen you out a few times here. You're playing a lot. Busy as ever. Pretty good.
Oh, yeah. 5-6 nights a week.
Yeah, what is up with that? How do you preserve that voice playing 5-6 nights a week?
I'd say a lot of the days I can't talk.
Really?
And so, like, if it's in real poor condition, like, I live with my girlfriend and I'll tell her, like, no talking today until the gig. And I actually do notice it helping a lot once I get to the gig at night.
She must love that. You're like the perfect boyfriend.
No, she talks a lot. It's hard.
Wait a second. We should stop that conversation right there. We can only get in trouble. Your lovely girlfriend. What's her name again?
Casey.
Casey. She's great. I don't really know her, but
All my stuff's going to be outside when I go home now.
yeah, we've made a mistake here. But we can. Sarah says we can edit it out. Perfect. No, I think we should leave it in. She'll appreciate the honesty. But no, so you do a little resting of the voice. Do you do tea?
Yeah. They have like a throat coat tea. Herbal.
Throat coat?
Yeah.
It's
It's like hibiscus tea, I believe. And it just, oh no, you know what it is? It's slippery elm bark.
Oh.
Even some of the, professional singers such as like Adele, they'll actually get the bark, not just the tea. And during their shows on their breaks or whatever, or if they have like 5 in a row, they'll have it in their mouth.
That's royalty is what that is.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not there yet.
Well, you're knocking on the door.
I'm on the tea. So that helps for sure. Honey,
Yeah. Honey? All right.
salt water, gargling.
Yeah, see, I would say, I've heard like whiskey works too, but I know you're a tequila drinker.
I'm a little bit of whiskey guy in the winter.
In the winter? Oh, okay. It has to be the right atmosphere.
Yeah, exactly.
Understood.
Tequila's more summer fun, Then you get to the dregs of the winter and just want something a little bit more warm.
Serious question on the music playing front in the wintertime. Everybody loves seeing music outside, beautiful summertime day and all that stuff. Something kind of cool about going into like a tavern bar feel in the wintertime and seeing music, right? I've always kind of dug that for some reason.
It's interesting, the vibe, and also the songs that I play are a little bit more to the dark tavern winter night songs.
Yeah.
And people kind of feed off that a little bit more because, they latch onto it because it's dark, cold winter.
Yeah.
So
We're all trying to get through this together.
yeah, and people are drinking a little bit more, raise their spirits.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Balancing something out.
Exactly.
Yeah, that cozy like kind of feel.
Yeah.
We need a fireplace at more places, I think.
I know, but not near the musician.
Really bothersome.
Oh, my
You don't
gosh.
want to get heated up, right? That makes sense.
It actually, too, if you're by a heater or a fire, it'll dry out the guitar and it'll just detune it in the middle of your set.
Yeah, you actually were the first, like one of the first ones at least, to kind of teach me that. I was telling you how my guitar was going out of tune, and you were like, oh, well, you're leaving it out in the environment. I didn't realize that happened
Yeah.
back in the day.
The guitar case is its home. It's you got to put it home. You can't leave it out on the street all the time.
That was so
Hanging
cute.
on your wall by your fireplace.
Yeah, that's where mine is.
I know.
Yeah, God, guilty as charged. See, my wife built that, though. She put that up for me one day and said, here, it's going to look nice by the fireplace.
It was.
And I said, okay.
Maybe get a cheap aesthetic one. Just, and then put yours.
So you cringe every time you see that on the wall?
I got a little bit cringy when I saw that post.
The case is its home. I like that. Very good. How's the band doing?
It's good. We have a big show the day after Christmas, December 26th.
Where at?
At the Beachcomber.
Oh.
It's a Sunday, 4 to 7, and it is a lot of fun. We play a range of tunes.
Do you guys do that every year?
No. We usually do the Memorial Day one. It's like spring, everybody's ready to go, and the energy is really high. I think it'll be kind of similar because it's the holiday season. And
It's usually a fun night anyway, the day
Yeah.
after Christmas.
yeah. And I like playing at the Beachcomber because like when we play at Brick and Ash or we play at Bernie's, we play to a younger crowd, and I think our song selection is a little bit more select, whereas Beachcomber, it's a little bit more eclectic, and we can do everything from CCR, Allman Brothers, to NSYNC. Nobody cares because they just enjoy every song.
They're on, did you see that boy bands thing is on tonight? It's like holiday boy bands or something. They came together to do like a Christmas album show.
All the boy bands?
Like all of them, like 80s and 90s. NSYNC, Backstreet Boys.
Wow.
98 Degrees, remember them?
Wow, yeah.
They were like the making the band. Is that? I'm a little older than you. Is that before your time?
No, I didn't remember that. I remember making the band.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I thought you did.
And Together, you remember them?
I don't think I do. End Together?
They made a comedy movie on MTV to kind of like make a play on a sketch on boy bands, but then they ended up being good. One of the one of the people in it was Chris Farley's brother, Kevin Farley. So it was a joke, but it ended up being good.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
that's hysterical.
Yeah, that was fun.
Did you know that, Sarah? Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's funny.
Okay. I think
parody movie. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look at that. Very interesting. Yeah, I will say I was actually listening because the promotion is playing through and they're playing all the boy band Christmas music, but it got me thinking about some of those old songs. Like some of those songs were okay. The NSYNC, Backstreet Boys of the run.
They definitely had an NSYNC or Backstreet Boys CD they were hiding.
Exactly. That like what was that like? There was that phase where like the Backstreet Boys had like the Tearing Up My Heart and all that stuff. I don't even know what that album was called.
Yeah, that's
my wife is like, she's like, you definitely know what that album's called.
I don't know the name of the album. That was like the best one. No. I think that was the Bye 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 one.
That was not even worse. Don't mix them up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was a monster album too.
Yeah, I mean, then you look at JT, you look at his career, and the guy's just unbelievably talented and actor too. Like he did it all. So it's rare that you see that these days.
It is kind of cool to see him like have a career post NSYNC. Yeah, he clearly was kind of the driving force.
Oh yeah.
But you didn't see yourself talking boy bands here, did you?
Nope.
See, that's the thing about this show. You just never know.
No.
Oh man. So what's been the nicest thing, like kind of playing again? Last time you were in here, which was a long time ago, we ended up hitting a pandemic, and then you couldn't play for a while, and musicians were like, no. And now you can finally play. This is good, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's that time was looking pretty grim. You know, music is a luxury.
You did a good job staying upbeat, I will say. I talked to you a lot. Had you on the show via Zoom.
Yeah.
Not as cool as this. Yeah. But you know, we kept in touch, and you did a good job. You were doing okay, but you were
trying to be proactive and just
not lose your mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Try to stay relevant as any way I possibly could.
Yeah.
Which it shows, but you know, it's pretty interesting coming out of it. I've noticed that a lot of these places are starving for musicians. So if you're a musician right now that does cover music, you know, I'd say get your act together because there's a lot of work for it right now. And
I've kind of noticed that too. Is there more? Do you feel like there's more actually out there? That's a real thing. I was feeling that way. It seems like there's more options these days.
Yeah. There's more options and there's more of a demand for it.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I'm trying to rationalize it.
Yeah.
The only thing I could really guess is that I know there was a lot of government, funding and help for a lot of these places. And I feel like maybe for tax purposes, they're putting their money towards something, which is the music to, I don't know, maybe to balance it a little bit.
Well, I actually hope the answer, too, is partially that they realized people want live music because maybe in the pandemic you noticed that that's one of the things you really miss.
Yeah.
You're like, no, it's about the money.
It's after, managing a restaurant for 4 years and really seeing the numbers and see what it actually costs to have a musician and what you have to actually make in sales to make him worth it or her. Yeah. It's like, it's tough. So I'm still kind of confused on it, but I'd say let's keep riding the wave and keep the music going.
Hey, one thing I haven't addressed, I haven't even talked to this about you when we've just been hanging out. You used to work at the Grog, of course, and you guys lost one of the owners there.
Bill Nickelman.
I think, again, I haven't talked to you about this, but I think you knew him pretty well.
Awesome guy.
Just I know a lot of people were hit hard by that. Just you're kind of the first one I've had to say a word or two.
Yeah, kind of get chills just like thinking about it right now and just bringing it up. Everybody in Newburyport, part of the community knows how important he was to just, being, philanthropist kind of person in the community, just somebody you really wanted to work for, created an environment and a family at the Grog that, still to this day, when you saw his memorial, all the people in town that I didn't even know knew him, that were there. It's just, can't say enough nice things about him.
What a cool turnout too. I saw that the vigil outside they had.
Yeah, courtesy of awesome. Dave Hill.
Dave Hill did that.
Yeah.
He was part of our massive musician show that night on Zoom, right?
Oh yes. Yeah. He had
like 12 out of work musicians,
right?
All trying to get a word in a half hour. It's like, we got to move it along here, everybody.
Yeah.
I think I did okay.
Yeah, you did.
That was the hardest one.
Yeah. That's good.
12 of you musicians on. Probably too big for Zoom, I've noticed. I don't know how these workplaces do it. It's a lot to keep moving.
Yeah.
So are you still, what's the deal with, are you still writing music these days, or did you write in the pandemic? Or?
So I wrote a few songs in the pandemic. And then I released an album not too long ago. Well, 6 months ago now.
Pandemic release.
Yeah, it's called Let's Get Some Sleep. It's on Spotify and iTunes. It's a 7-song. I don't know if you'd call it an extended play or full album. 7 songs. I don't know where the
7's an album.
Yeah. So I took
my favorite album of all time is 7 songs.
Who is that?
It is Bruce. Darkness on the Edge of Town.
Nice.
Which I think it says a lot about you, because it is not an uplifting album.
Well, there's a couple. I'd say this album's melancholy. It's kind of the word I'm looking for. I think I dug out a couple songs that I wrote when I was really younger that I thought were good. I was like, I never did anything with these. And there's a couple that I wrote in the pandemic that are on there. And currently with the band, we're trying to write a 5-song EP. Oh, nice. Kind of upbeat and fun, but it's always difficult to try to, get it going and pull material and, pull inspiration, I should say, for each song. And
speaking of that, this will be the last one, and then we'll have you play one, because I know you get the guitar, which is in its rightful case right now, which I'm happy to see.
That's right.
But is there something, I feel like you have a nice balance where you have this close group of friends that are your band, and you can they're on call at any time, I'd imagine. But you're also in control of your solo destiny too, which, obviously opens up other gigs and lets you do different things. Is that striking the perfect balance for you? Is that important?
It absolutely. I think for the guys, any full-time musician, I feel has, their hands full of different projects. The one who's just doing it, that's all he's doing, that's his hobby. These guys, they're doing Jonathan Biscuit is doing 4 different things. John Spur, our drummer, is in a few bands, which actually is great because, that's their priority. And I forget where I was going with that, but
I don't know either. But you're good. You get a good little band leader balance. It's not that easy for a band leader, is it?
No. So the balance between the solo stuff is great because I don't feel like I need to get them on every gig. They have, like I said, they have their own thing going, which is great. And once you get to the point where the gigs pay good, everybody's happy. It's kind of like why they call Bruce Springsteen the boss.
That is
because he wrote the paychecks.
Yeah.
And so
people always wonder that question, where did that come from? And the band would always look at each other and go, I think it was just because he gave us the paycheck. We would say, thanks, boss.
Right.
And that was it.
Yeah.
So you're the boss.
I'm the boss. Sort of.
Now you're trending in Springsteen circles. There you go. Grab the guitar if you're ready. What are you thinking about playing?
I was planning on doing 3 different songs. One, I do not have an album on or recorded yet. And then 2 songs from the Let's Get Some Sleep album.
All right. Go ahead. You can get set up. I'll talk away here as you go. Don't mind me. I'm actually looking on Twitter here just because we got some action here after our last couple of shows. Thank you all, by the way, for joining us again. My name is Drew Moholland, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Our guest here is Alex Anthony, who's going to play some music for us now. Sarah Hayden, Caleb Noble, Tyler Neufeld, and Sarah Blackstone in the house. Sarah is the one here. Sarah, you want to get your hand in and wave? I was at the producer wave from the... There it is. See? Producer waving. Doing a good job keeping us going. This is probably how you've been playing mostly recently, right? Like the solo acoustic style? At least how I've seen you.
Yeah.
It's easier to hire a solo artist than a band, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, which one's this?
All right. This one is Maybe Another Time.
All right, Maybe Another Time. Alex Anthony here on Joppa Afternoon Drive. Take it away.
Your sister, she once told me, don't you get your hopes up, it ain't happening. It never crossed my mind the moment in time we were drinking. I gotta catch your eye, I gotta make a good impression. So I suppose today I'll start learning another song to change your mind. Someday I'll tell you how I'm feeling, but maybe another time, or maybe another time. I know you've clarified, still you get my hopes up, I can't help dreaming. The glimmer in your eye, you were right there on my side, I saw you smiling. I don't wanna jeopardize our friendship and our ties, I'll own my questions. And I suppose today I'll start learning another song to change your mind. Someday I'll tell you how I'm feeling, but maybe another time, maybe another time. I know you're happy, that's all I want you to be. So I suppose today I'll start learning another song to change your mind. Someday I'll tell you how I'm feeling, but maybe another time, maybe another time.
Nicely done. Alex Anthony here on Joppa Afternoon Drive.
Thank you.
Sounding great there, sir. Very nice. I like that one very much.
Appreciate that.
Very good. How often? So, do you get to actually play that a lot to people, or are you still kind of working out, getting it perfect?
If people ask for original in the crowd,
It's funny you say that, because the last time I saw you, I feel like I'm always that guy that's kind of pushing for more originals, and it can probably be obnoxious sometimes. You're like, dude, I don't want to play an original. It's a packed bar, you know. I want to sing whatever. But somebody else yelled that at one of the shows I went to see you at, and I was like, yeah.
No, I like when people do it, especially if it's a local crowd and a crowd I know. You know, it's a little bit awkward when, you know, you play in front of 100 people, and then there's like, you know, you have 5 people, 10 people that you know, and they're asking for them, and you got all this momentum, and the whole crowd's getting into it. You don't want to lose their attention and play a song that they don't know. Yeah. You know, it's part of the business, part of the business part of it.
Yeah, let's hear Journey again.
Yeah. Yeah. Can we play Wagon Wheel?
That's another one. It's funny because I hate like groaning about them, because they're you know, they're fine songs on their own, you know.
Well, the thing that's kind of disappointing about Wagon Wheels was like 10 or 12 years ago, even, you know, we had a buddy that played music, and he would play that song before it was like a big thing, before Darius Rucker.
Yep.
ever played it and made it famous again or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was kind of our anthem, but then it kind of just got so overdone where now it's kind of
Darius.
it's like the Freebird
Yeah.
now, and it's kind of disappointing because I still like the song, and I wish I wanted to play it more without being like, oh, that's the guy in the corner playing Wonderwall now.
Yeah, exactly. The I think that's that's an old like Dylan, I think, wrote that, like, kind of. It was unfinished, right?
Yeah, so I guess he wrote it for a movie, and he wrote the hook.
Yeah.
And then Old Crow Medicine Show finished it.
And then Darius Rucker ruined it.
Yeah.
It's a great version, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But it just so overplayed.
Yeah.
The country music stations have a way of doing that, overplaying and ruining. I also feel that way about
Zach Brown, your boy there.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I like Zach Brown. I do. He was on College Game Day on Saturday. I was actually flipping through the stations and I saw him, like, he's a Georgia fan and Georgia was in the SEC championship, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like watching him again and I'm like, I want to like you again. Like, I really liked Zach Brown back in the day, but I've just kind of drifted away. I don't know. I banged the table. Sarah told me not to bang the table. It's when I get angry about Zach
earthquake.
Brown. It's when I talk about Zach Brown, I get angry. No, I'm just kidding. I think he's great. I just I don't know. I thought I'd be more into his career at this point. And
Yeah.
I'm not. Although that you play that one. What's the one?
Colder Weather.
Yeah, that's like my favorite one of his.
Oh yeah, it
still is.
Unbelievable song. Yeah.
Great song. That and like that Sweet Annie song I like.
Have you ever heard Free?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Free too.
Free as we'll ever be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. So yeah, he's got a lot of good ones. I like that one too, and that one's great, and of course that one. But no, I was actually going to say "Life in the Fast Lane," the Tom Cochrane, not "Life in the Fast Lane." "Life is a Highway."
Oh,
That,
isn't that Rascal Flatts?
The cover.
Oh,
Exactly. See?
Oh, wow! I didn't
You've
even know
proven
that.
my point.
Yeah.
Ruined it.
Oh.
That's another band I'm not a huge fan of.
Oh, me neither.
I'm like griping here. Why am I doing this?
I don't know.
It's the holidays. I don't like this band. There's like very few bands I don't like, and like
I struck a nerve.
that I do not like what they did to that song. That is so that's Tom Cochrane, I think.
Yeah.
And I go listen to that.
You know what it is too? I always got confused when people told me it was Rascal Flatts, and then probably because I thought it was somebody else, which I was right. But I think that they cover it so exact that what's the point of even doing it?
So exact, just with the country like twang.
A little bit. You can't even really.
Yeah. I
Don't understand it.
No, one of my least favorite covers of all time.
Right.
And again, with the griping before the holidays. No more griping. No, can't promise that. Any other griping songs you'd like to get off your chest? Wagon Wheel. So I can't do it. Sweet Caroline, no more.
No.
Done.
Gripes.
Ever again. Fenway. If we were down 11-2 at Fenway, and people, like, my wife's like, "Come on, you got to lighten up." I'm like, "No, it's a baseball game."
Don't get me going on sports gripes.
Oh, that is true. Alex, if you follow Alex Anthony on Twitter, you will find that he not only promotes his music, but also his sports thoughts.
Right. I mean, sure enough, in a month, we're going to somehow have Jackie Bradley Jr., Marcus Smart, and Tuukka Rask will still all be playing in Boston.
Yeah.
And that blows my mind.
As another reporter friend of mine says the other day, good, now do Mookie. I thought that was good. It's a good line, which I agree. My dog is named Mookie. I wish he was here. The Mookie Betts. My dog is still here. He's doing great, by the way.
Glad you didn't trade your dog.
We didn't have to trade him, no. Yeah. I wouldn't trade my dog for anything.
Oh.
Even if we want to sometimes. I'm just kidding again. Griping. See? It went down that path. Dogs are good. You don't have dogs, right?
I don't. They don't allow us in the apartment.
Well, yeah. Would you have one anyway? You like dogs.
I love dogs.
Love dogs.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll leave it at that. My dogs are acquired taste. They're big dogs. Jump on you.
I think that one thing is, I got to be responsible because I travel a lot.
Yeah.
I'll be in Key West next week playing.
Oh, yes. I saw that.
Hog's Breath.
Doing that again. How are you gone for 2 months?
No. That was an old memory.
I've been tricked by social media again.
Yes. Hence the world. There's a lot of parallels.
I'm like my dad. I walked in here earlier. Sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to insult your social networking. I walked in here earlier, and my parents actually gave me I walked into the house and I had like beat up sneakers on because I play tennis and it beats up your feet. And then my mother didn't like how my shoes looked. She's like, "You need new shoes." And she had bought me shoes already for Christmas. So she goes, "Take these new shoes." I was like, "I like my tennis sneakers." So I'm wearing the ones and they're nice. I like them. They're white. And apparently, as Caleb said, "Ooh, you got the dad sneakers thing going on."
Oh,
I was like, "Good to see you too, Caleb." Like, what kind of greeting is this?
He knew it though.
I think he's right. I'm not sure I'll ever wear these, at least with jeans again. It's strictly for the tennis courts, apparently. How did I get there? My dad, social networking.
Oh, yeah. In the confusion
I've been tricked.
People misreading things.
So you're going to be here.
Yes. So I'll be a week in Key West. I'll be playing at Hog's Breath December 13th to 16th.
I hear it's a party down there.
Right. It is. Party. It is a party. It's fun. It's a good vibe, though. It's a good speed. It's not raging party. It's more like island time chill.
How did that all come about? Because you like kind of have a little... at least a following as far as they keep wanting you back to the same place. But I feel like you kind of have a little Florida following too.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, 3 years ago, Adam and I went on a tour to St. Augustine and...
For 2 months.
Yeah, for actually technically 3 months, where we drove back and forth twice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And we slept out of the van. It was, we roughed it, but we earned our dues. And then the year that you saw, the schedule that you saw that you thought was this year.
Yeah, let's keep hammering that home.
I will. Was the year after, in which we just stayed and we paid big bucks for Airbnb, and we just kept the connections and the relationships going.
Sweet.
And so now I can give them a call whenever I want and go down there, and I have a lot of places to stay and stuff. So it's been awesome.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'll be there next week, like I said, the 13th to 16th. I'll be in St. Augustine, January, the second Saturday. And then in February, I'll be playing a wedding in Kenya.
A wedding in Kenya?
Yeah, for 2 weeks.
Well, let's just sit right there for a moment. What's that all about?
So, as I know this is a local station, so I'm sure a lot of people here have heard of Beach Jam, Bob Fest. It's on...
I didn't think you could say that. No, not because of you. I thought that was...
No. That's kind of over.
It's over now?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was a you thing. You told me you can't say Beach Jam.
No, you can't talk about Beach Jam. No. We're promoting this big... Sorry
to make that awkward.
It's okay. So all the locals that know about Beach Jam, one of the houses that host us for the Beach Jam...
Play on the beach at Plum Island. It's fantastic.
Yeah, which we'll be doing again this year. Their daughter is getting married, and the person she's marrying is from Africa.
Okay. So a house on Plum Island, and they're going to get married in Kenya.
Yes.
And bringing you along.
Bringing me and my girlfriend.
Wow.
I know.
Casey must have loved that news.
It's insane.
That's fantastic. We'll talk. Who are these people? I've never met them. You've tried to introduce me before, but it's always chaos after you're...
They're just fans that have become friends and family. Well, they're family now.
Yeah.
I've played all their kids' weddings with the band and stuff like that. And they've just been so good to us. And
wow. So that will probably be the coolest gig of the year. Kenya.
Jeez. Yeah. I don't even know. It's crazy.
That is awesome, man.
Yeah.
I've never been. Well, that'll be a fun little trip. Not so little. Big trip. I want to play another one?
Yeah, sure thing.
All right. Untitled track. Alex Anthony here on Joppa Afternoon Drive.
I'll be a rock if you need me so. My soul's made of stone. 'Cause you've unlocked things you only see in dreams that you've made come true. So I wrote this song only for you. Let's build a house up in the clouds with your feet on the ground. 'Cause I like to call this place our home from here on out. 'Cause you're the one for me, and I have no doubt. If you'd ask me, where would we be at 103? We'd be on a beach with the smell of the sea, 'cause our dreams came true. So I wrote the song to say I love you.
Oh, nicely done. Very nice. Alex Anthony
Thank
here
you,
on
thank
Jump
you.
Afternoon Drive. That was fantastic. Thank you, Sarah.
Probably
Very
the most
nice.
complex chord progression I've ever written. It's not saying much.
Wow. Well, that was very good. I think it's clear who that one was about. Very good, knowing a little bit about your personal life. That's very sweet. That's like the best Christmas gift ever.
Yeah. Well, no, we've been dating for a year and I think 4 months now.
I know, but Song About You is like a good gift on its own.
Right. I wrote that like probably 4 months in.
Oh, right. So kind of early. Is that one? Were you considering that one of the ones you dipped back to, or do you mean you went way back for some of the songs?
Oh no. On the album, there's 2 songs that I did back for, which is "Let's Get Some Sleep" and "Feeling I Get."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that was very nice. I like that.
Thank you.
Good vibe. Do you have to like pick and choose? Like, how often can you play that around the house?
I don't really play it at all around the house, unless I'm like practicing a new
How many?
song.
The real question: how many times has she heard it?
5 or 6 times.
5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
Seems like a healthy answer.
Yeah, I don't want to overdo it.
Yeah. Has she ever like requested it? She's like, you know what, I need to hear right now.
Like maybe once. Yeah.
That must be a good moment.
She just kind of doesn't ask me to like do any like play the guitar at the house just because playing 6 nights a week. It's just the last thing I want to do sometimes is just
Hey
play,
Alex,
play music.
You should come on the radio show
Yeah.
and play some songs. Sure, Drew. Thanks.
Yeah. No. This is great. Get to connect with my hometown people.
There you go. It's a good spot to be. Well, that was very good. I like that a lot. What do you got? What are you guys doing for the holidays?
We'll be just going to my mom's on Christmas Eve, and then her dad's on Christmas Day.
And then party
Party at the Beachcomber.
at the Beachcomber.
That's Sunday.
All right. Well, that sounds like a good little Christmas plan.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was solid.
Yeah, it was awesome. We did lobsters. In steamers.
Lobsters?
Yeah.
It's a very like Newburyport thing. I kind of like that.
Yeah. Didn't need the turkey.
No turkey at all.
No turkey.
God, I like that so much better. I'm not a huge turkey fan.
Yeah. It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably people are angry at us there for that one. I think.
Yeah, I know.
Probably said a few things that have made people angry here so far. I know. This is the controversial show of December. Any I saw you talking about, should we tell the funny story? How we went out to see you one night and we went to the wrong place and saw one of your friends.
Oh, yes.
That's kind of funny, isn't it?
I
don't just get tricked on social media. I thought you were at
The Goat
it was the
in
Goat.
Hampton.
Yeah. That's right. There's apparently,
But you went to Portsmouth.
I did. Lovely night.
Yeah.
Who'd I see? He was good.
Chris Toller.
Chris Toller.
He's from Key West. I've known him for about 3 years. The owner of the venues, the Goat in Bernie's and Wally's, which he'll be adding a location in Newburyport, Luco's.
Oh, okay. I
Where-
didn't even know that.
Plum Island Coffee Roasters.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at
Where
you
that
with the
was.
inside. You like know all the towny information.
I know it all.
People tell you things, don't they? You're
Yes.
a songwriter.
So Al liked...
The poets down here, they say.
Yeah. Al liked Chris so much down in Key West, he ended up being his wedding band when he got married, as well as bringing him up and moved Chris Toller up here, which is awesome to have a great, talented musician up here like Chris.
Yeah, well, that's great. He was good. We had
Yeah.
fun. I was planning on just leaving to go and find you, but I was like, this guy's good.
Yeah.
We're going to have to stay and show our respect. Actually, the true story to that was it was like snowing and it was kind of like fun outside. that kind of that first snowstorm. And as you moved up to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, which is where we were, as it turned out, it was kind of snowing heavy, like just for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And as we were walking in, it was snowing. It was kind of fun. People were slipping outside. And I was like, oh, there he is, thinking you in the glass window.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to run up to the window.
Oh, no.
And I ran up to the window and I go, that's not Alex.
I grew a beard.
Yeah. I was like, you're not Alex. Sarah's like, you're in. And my wife is Sarah. She thinks I'm an idiot sometimes, which is true.
Aren't we all?
That is true. Not when you write songs like that, my friend.
Thank you.
Very nice. So that one is on the. Any other artists you're kind of discovering recently, or are you? Is it hard to find other music when you're playing so much?
Yes. Yeah, I think that's one of the things I've sort of been trying to balance is playing music all the time. And I know this isn't the most inspirational thing to say that you do.
It's not an inspirational show today.
But it kind of takes the love and the passion out of listening to music. So it's when I find something I like it's very rare that I'll be like, ooh, and want to listen to it all the time. I mostly listen to podcasts and sports radio.
I get that though, because, and it's not that you're not into the songs. It's just because you put so much into the songs when you're performing them. Mm-hmm. Like that takes a lot of energy.
Right.
Why would you don't necessarily need to do it driving around in the car.
Right. Like easily was Tyler Childers.
You know who mine was?
Who?
Just saw him last week or two ago too. Martin Sexton.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's really good.
So good. I got to interview him. It was cool. Went backstage. Sweet man.
Yeah.
For like yourself.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Very nice guy though. Man, he has stories. He was telling one story about how like hanging out with just like Nirvana. And he was like, and that young man grew up to be Kurt Cobain. And I was like, what?
What? That's crazy.
Like the stories these guys have.
Not to mention Dave Grohl.
Yeah, you know? But like just like casually, I don't know. Unbelievable. So he's great. But all right, so you got a third one in your back pocket, right?
I think so.
Well, you think so?
We'll see.
This is an awesome answer. Go musician skepticism. I think we do.
Yeah.
Do one more?
All right.
I like it.
This one's called Million Miles. This is, I would say, probably the biggest track on the Let's Get Some Sleep album.
Okay. Would this be considered the single?
Yes. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I have good ways of putting things, Alex. Alex Anthony joining us here. We're going to take us home with this one. We are flying through December too as we get ready for this. We have what's Bill Nass say? What do you have, 4 shows left before Christmas? That seems crazy.
Yeah.
December. Wow. Yeah. Hope everybody's doing all right out there, staying healthy. And thank you for your support. Don't forget you can follow the show at ncmhub.org. ncmhub.org. You can click the videos, go to the YouTube. You can download the podcast if you just want to do it that way. Is this like the did you know that this is the single right away?
Yeah, so we did a
how do you know? People tell you?
Well, yeah, I went to Denver in the pandemic and we recorded this on top of a mountain. And when we did the recording, we had to take 7 or 8 takes to get it down perfectly the way we wanted it. And by the end of the around the 6th or 7th take, we had about 30 people that were all watching us and clapping us.
I didn't realize that was the song. I've seen that video.
Yeah.
And that is the coolest video ever.
I think it's probably my favorite thing I've done as a musician.
Where exactly was it again?
Red Rocks in Colorado.
So
Boulder.
where the music venue is?
Near it, not the actual Red Rocks
it's
venue.
Not the venue,
but
the
mountain was called Flagstaff Mountain.
So those were some of the Red Rocks.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's great. Can people see that? Is that on YouTube?
Yes, it is. It will be the featured video on my YouTube channel.
Yeah. So
Alex
after
Anthony
you watch
Band.
this one,
yeah,
go see that because there's some great sunrise or sunset. I can't remember. It's beautiful.
Sunset, I would say.
Sunset-ish,
the sun's going down.
It's beautiful scenery. All right, take it away, Alex Anthony. And actually, that's I kind of like the idea of you playing us out. You want to play us out?
Sure.
Let's do that. Final thought. Go see anything you want to say last minute to the people here before the holidays. This is your moment.
All right, guys. I hope to see you at the Beachcoma, December 26th. I hope everybody has a nice, happy holiday.
Is that the last one before the new year?
And that's the last public show before the new year.
Last public show before the new year.
Yes.
Booked up all private and all that.
That's right.
Flying to Kenya.
Yep.
Alex Anthony, pleasure as always, my man. We'll let you play us out here with this one. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This has been live at Drew's house, Joppa Afternoon Drive. Peace.
Looking forward to the evening. Once my coffee is finally gone. Who'd have known I'd feel so defeated? I feel I'm losing, not on the own. We can't go back to what we had. A useless blanket, worn out fan. Even though you still don't care, kept my demon stuck in jail, my heart's been beating. I brought my eyes to the sunrise. It had seemed a star had been born 1,000,000 miles from my destination. At least the summer's keeping me warm. We can't go back to how we were. A useless blanket, worn out fat. Even though you still don't care, kept my demon stuck in jail, my heart's still beating. There ain't no choice, it just wasn't meant for me. That's why I'll always be alone. There ain't no choice, it just wasn't meant for me. That's why I'm better off alone. Held my hand on our way home. The tunnel's end felt rather close. You held my hand, what I had, a useless blanket, a worn out fan. Even though you still don't care, kept my demon stuck in jail, my heart's been beating. There ain't no choice, it just wasn't meant for me. That's why I'll always be alone. There ain't no choice, it just wasn't meant for me. That's why I'm better off alone. There ain't no choice, it just wasn't meant for me. That's why I'll always be alone. There ain't no choice, it just wasn't meant for me. That's why I'm better off alone.